Hey y'all.
Hey everybody. So we're messing with sound a little bit, hence why I have my big ones on. So if I look like a Martian, I'm just trying to mess with my
You
sound a little
don't.
bit.
You look great.
So if I'm too loud or Megan's too quiet, if y'all in chat want to let us know, and I can adjust accordingly. We're messing with some stuff. There may be occasional mouses throughout the stream. My part for my computer is still stuck in Indianapolis. So we are waiting. So hopefully that will be here shortly. And we'll be here before Monday, which I'm really excited about, and that nobody knows about, not even Megan, although she tried.
I did try.
She did.
I
We talked this
failed.
afternoon, and I was bringing something up, and she goes, "Yeah, okay, Like she had this excited tone in her face, like she thought I was going to tell her what
But
Monday
nope.
has in store. And I said, if you think I'm going to tell you what I have planned for Monday, you're very wrong. Just saying.
Nope. I still
Let
don't
me
know.
just let me just say hi to chat. Of course we have Megan, aka Lily. Hi Lily. I heart you
She's around
too.
here.
Sue Elliott, Reagan, Maria, April. Hi Grace Case. How are you? I hear you got things going on your end. That's exciting. If y'all don't know, Grace Case is a longtime sub of many channels. I've seen her in many chats, and I hear she's got some exciting stuff going on. So
That's right.
stay tuned. Mrs. Cassandra, aka Book Club, and JC's in the house. And let's see who else we got here. So, and Kim. Hi, Kim. I missed you, Granny. I haven't talked to you. I feel like
I
in
know it. We miss
like
you.
48 hours. Which is a long time. I feel like it's a long time. It may
Right.
not sound
It
long,
is.
but for us, like that's a long time. So,
I know. We're used to talking like every day.
I know. So, how was your week, Meg?
Oh, it's been okay. We are
Doesn't
getting
sound
ready
convincing.
for it's been a couple of crazy things going on, as you know, but tomorrow is a big Mardi Gras parade that we are going to, Lily and I, and we are excited. We go to it every Mardi Gras, and it's finally coming back after being closed down for COVID for 2 years, pretty much. So we're excited, and we're going to catch a ton of beads and all the things that they throw and have a good time. I'll have to
Maria, get me some
get
beads,
pictures.
Meg.
Yeah, not that way. Now I'm sitting in the family section. No boobies for beads.
Put a 69 in chat if you don't believe Meg's not going to flash people.
Oh yeah, with all the kids around, that would not be good.
I'm going
Considering they did
69
throw
now.
Lily some penis beads one year, but Lily thought they were feet. And I just let her think they were feet, but they were not feet. I was like, "Yep, those are feet. You're right, Lily. I'll hold those."
Family bees are still bees. That's right, they are. Oh my goodness. Everybody's putting in 69. See? No, we had a whole gift war about this, and I've instructed Megan that she doesn't know where those beads came from. So you need to spray them before you play with them.
That's right. Yep, they're just gonna go in a bag, and then I need to
And that's all
disinfect.
I'm going to say. Spray before you play, please.
Oh, look at that. Even Kim put the 69.
See? She knows. Granny's smart. Haha, yeah, there are family-friendly beads. We have Mardi Gras parades in Pensacola. Family-friendly my ass. Just
Well,
saying.
yeah. Well, like I
Grace
said, Lily
Case,
thought they were
you.
feet, but they were not beat. I'm going to find those beads so I can show them to everybody. I still have them somewhere.
Yes, right here. Spray them before you play with them. That's right.
Take them to the autoclave. Good idea, Grace Case.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Okay. Dumb pickle for a second. Autoclave.
It's it sterilizes the instruments like in a doctor's office hospital. It's a machine. Yeah. It's like
Megan,
a little
you have
oven
access to
almost.
that now, so you can't say you can't do it.
Do what?
I said you have access to that now, so you can't say you
Oh,
can't do that.
I know. I guess I could. I could shove all the beads in the little baggies that you put the instruments in and shove them in there and clean them.
Mm, 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 mm,
It gets so
mm.
hot though. I don't know. It might melt them.
I'm telling you. Reagan, I just come out of the bathroom, the conversations we have, right? I mean, honestly, would you expect anything else? Would you?
Nope. Yeah.
Nope.
Well, I had to tell everybody about the penis beads.
You did. It's necessary. I mean, I feel like if you were gonna go out and you were gonna flash for some beads, those would be the beads to flash for. Not gonna lie.
Poor Lily. She's like, they threw me some feet, mommy.
Some feet.
It's like those aren't feet.
I mean, it makes a whole different vibe for people that have foot fetishes.
Right?
If it's so hot though, it might melt them.
Oh boy, we're gonna have all kind of quotes to go in the book.
Oh my, Megan. Oh my, oh my. Oh, I saw your post, Sue Elliott. I'm so excited for him.
Oh, I
Sue
know.
Elliott's son gets his new car today. Like, I'm so excited for him.
Yes. She actually posted a picture with him with the car on Twitter, and I'm so happy for
Felon
him.
Friday. First off, what are you hiding from me? I feel like you need to DM me about what that is about. Because hello, we're doing dumb Dills. And I need to know about these felons on Friday. Just saying. Anyway, thanks for coming. Love you. Oh, Love After Lockup, of course. Sure. Chris Evan was color. Yeah. So I intended to give my favorite boomer, who I don't see in chat. I think she's working, but
Right.
I intended to give an update on the winners of last week's, and I say winners because we had a tie of last week's Dumb Dill of the Week, which we had the backhoe and we had the house versus train. I didn't find any updates. So the backhoe people have not been caught yet, and there's no new charges for Mr. Plant a house into someone's, or plant a car into someone's house. So you backhoes for life. That's right. So there won't be any updates on that, but I do have a handful of stories. This week I mixed it up a little bit. We have some just kind of crazy stuff, some that are a little sad. I forgot to mention Reagan's. Reagan had DM'd me about a story that I had heard about and I had read about, and I forgot to mention that one. So, but I kept up with that one, and there was a small update on that one. So I'll discuss that one, and we have a couple other crazy ones. But I, for the poll that I did for tonight, I didn't include some of the
Mouse. Still mouse. Still mouse. Do y'all still hear a mouse? I want to make sure it's not just me. Yep, they hear a mouse too. Every time you talk, it does a mouse. It's so cute. Look how oh God. No, it's still a mouse. She's gonna kill me for laughing. Yeah, she's cussing in mouse. It is adorable. Thank you. I thought so too. Oh yeah, we're gonna get in trouble later. She's gonna pay me back hard for this one. No, still. Nikki speaks mouse. Oh God. I want to hear you get mad with the mouse voice. I know her facial expressions, and then the mouth comes out. I've got to find a mouse filter on Snap Camera one time. No, no. She's still cussing in mouse. Oh, my sides hurt. Now she's laughing in mouse. No, still mouse.
ow.
Yes, yay, we can hear you.
Fucking Christ! Jesus Almighty!
Now we know what she was saying in mouse. Oh, that was funny.
I can't. I guess I'm using a filter. So watch my hand go to my whoop, whoop.
Oh, every time you open your mouth, it would. It's so
I
cute.
said so many curse words, so it's kind of like bleeping me in a way.
Yeah.
Lord help me. That part cannot come soon enough. Damn it.
Maybe by tomorrow, since it was supposed to come today.
Like, I could show you the tracking. It says delivered by February 25th by noon. Hello? It's 7 on February
Yeah,
25th.
it's not here. Oh no.
Screw you, FedEx. I mean, I shouldn't
Hopefully
complain.
tomorrow.
I ordered it this past weekend and it's coming from Hong Kong. And considering the whole shipping debacle and the barges and all that, I get it. But still, damn it, I don't need no more mouses in my stream. They're annoying. And they frustrate me. Miss Cassandra, I knew it was FedEx. Normally, FedEx is good for me. Like, I'm happy usually when it's shipped by FedEx, but not today.
Not this
today.
time.
Not today, Satan. Jesus. So, anyway, I didn't even see her earlier in chat say, it's FedEx, huh? Yep, sure is. What are you all having for your drinks tonight? Because I'm rethinking my decision at the moment. And yep.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
You going for the crown?
Oh, no.
No.
No. We're not going to say hi to the crown for a while.
Okay.
Nikki got a little nervous a few weeks ago when Nikki went on Erin's stream. Because I've never been on her panel before, and I was a little nervous, not gonna lie, because it's a different crowd over there. I mean,
Right.
similar subs, but bigger. Sometimes a little wild crowd. And I was nervous. So Nikki took some shots of Crown Apple. And Meg got to enjoy the after effects.
Oh yeah, she was very entertaining. We'll have to get her to do it again one time.
I don't know.
Right, I had to fill her in on pretty much all of it.
I have water. And I have wine.
Oh, nice.
Shocker. Pass the crown. We need a recording. No, you don't. No, you don't. Those don't exist. They will not exist. If they exist, Megan's in big trouble. Anyway. I must have missed a stream or fell asleep more likely. It wasn't on my channel. It was on Erin's, and it might not even have been 2 weeks ago, like a week ago.
Right. A week ago, I think.
Basically, Erin's mods were called assholes. Mm-hmm. And I'm one of them. Megan's also another one. JC's another one. Claire's the other. And it was because we had another mod from a certain swine channel come in and cause a ruckus, and you know, they thought that they could just cause a ruckus and that chat was going to allow that, and it didn't. So
yeah. Oh, you were funny later that night.
I mean, I'm sure I was. I'm the type of person that I get giggly and
very emotional. And
do I get emotional?
But in a good way.
I thought I'm just talkative. Yeah.
Talkative, but very emotional, but not in a bad way. I mean, it was in a happy, way, but you you like share everything, kind of emotional. Yes, but very talkative.
Share everything, like how much?
Oh, it was nothing that
like
that
nothing
you
that you didn't
said.
know. Hi, Gam Gam.
Right, I knew it all already.
Yeah. Alrighty, so let's check out some dumb dills. And I figured out that there is a handy dandy little button on my share thing, so I don't have to click it twice in case I forget. I hit add a screen automatically. So there's that. No, don't tell, Megan. Don't tell. Because I don't know what I said yet. So that needs to go through a screening process first.
Well, we were both angry about a particular person. This, think about what was going on about 1 week ago, and
Yeah, that's all that needs to be said.
yeah, that's it. Nikki
We
was
won't go there. We won't go there. Nope.
sharing her feelings in a very detailed way.
I mean, I'll
But
screen it. You will not screen it, Granny, because your filter is less than mine. I swear. Oh man. Lots of crying about probably. My something that so cran apple has kind of got a soft spot in my heart. It was my dad's shot of choice when he was alive. And so I've kind of always for special things had it around. Um I have this cute little mini like glass jug of it. So occasionally I will have a shot for certain things, and I might need to buy more to add to it soon.
right.
It is what it is. But
Yeah.
yeah, for special events and for like fun stuff, that was my dad's shot, was crown apple. So
Oh,
and I am my father's daughter. So crown apple is also my favorite, of course.
right. Well, next
It's
time you
just
drink it, we're going to stick you on camera.
no. 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 No one wants to see that. Nope.
Oh, the
Not
chat
today.
does. I bet every single one of them would love to see it.
I would like to stay on YouTube. I don't
Right.
I don't want to get banned.
Might have to do a private viewing.
What are you getting me into? What is a filter? A filter is what cannot be shown on the YouTube streets or the Twitter streets. Because I know you're gonna get me with that one if I don't say it. So I'll be ready with the
Right.
Does anyone want any eggs, man? 7 a day. Dang, Bam
Wow.
Bam. Are they letting you get any more sleep lately? Because I feel like the last time I talked to you, they were waking up at like super early.
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah,
definitely have
you
it
do.
right.
Yeah.
She knows. I think
Pickle
everybody
was
probably does.
popping with piss pants. Well, pissed off pants. Let's not say pissed. Jesus. Okay, let's just do the dumbbells now because I'm gonna start stuttering on my words. All right. So let's hit my share. And I can I'm gonna add some music in real quick and just see what you guys hear, and if it's staticky at all, let me know in chat because Meg was saying that she was hearing some static, and I just want to try it again because it definitely
Yeah, maybe
adds to
it'll
the
work better.
stream if we have it in there. So is that staticky at all? Let me know in chat.
You sound good so far.
Pissy pants.
Oh, no static anymore.
Ooh, well, there we go. All right, well, we'll just keep that on a loop then. Great.
Yeah, you fixed it.
I fixed a button. Yeah. All right, so we'll be the first one here. And I'm gonna just do the just showing you all my actual thing because the whole slide on Canva, it's hard to pause and not give away what's coming up in the future. So a man caused $30,000 in damage to the McDonald's drive-thru. And I don't know how to say that. So we're just going to say Schuylkill County. Pennsylvania State Police at Schuylkill Haven are investigating an incident that caused thousands of dollars in damage. According to troopers, February 2nd. So this is a little bit older, but my hubby just sent it to me. So, and the article is written on the 21st. So, between 10:30 and 11 at night, a man approached the drive-thru on foot, requesting free food. The male then walked back to the drive-thru area where the menus were, picked up a rock, and threw it at the menu. So, if you guys know McDonald's at all, usually, at least the one that I've been to, there's 2 lanes, and they have those the newer ones, they're all like LED, and they kind of change every so once in a while. So it's kind of like having 2 ginormous, like 90-inch televisions. So he threw a rock at them, and he caused $30,000 in damage.
Oh, wow.
The weird thing about this is they only have a description of the man. Like, so they said it's a white Hispanic male wearing eyeglasses and a coat with a blue hooded sweatshirt. And like, so I jumped to the comments because I'm like, well, is there no footage? Like, I Googled this further. There's no security camera footage. So it says, I guess McDonald's has no security cameras to identify what the man looks like. And people are thinking the same thing. All the McDonald's I worked at had great cameras. Even could read license plate numbers, maybe an older, not upgraded make it easy. The one thing I did find about this is it's not an older one. It is actually updated a year ago. So to me, it just is weird that they don't have CCTV footage of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
how do you not have that? Oh, is the music too loud?
Oh, I mean, it's not for me, but, I'm not sure.
I was reading an article, you assholes. Love you. Jesus. Is that better? Probably can't even hear it now. She's showing.
Turn the music down now. I'm just now seeing it. Sorry.
I was reading that. I wasn't even on
I was listening.
the chat. Dang it. All right. Is that better? Verbal abuse.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't loud on my end, but maybe for them, it could have been a little loud.
My mods are trolling me right now, and they're getting back at me for trolling them on Twitter. That's what this is.
That's what it is. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Do your boobs hang low? Do they wobble them out? That's all I'm going to say. I'm just saying. Anyway, so McDonald's $30,000. I mean, where you guys are they the screens where, like, even when you pull up, it's like, are you using the app today? And like, you give them a code, or you don't if you don't want to use the rewards. But tell me about.
See, I've been on the phone when you tell them that,
Yeah.
but ours doesn't do that. Like, I've
Really?
never, yeah. But I mean, I'm in Louisiana. We're behind on everything.
The rewards are a great thing because you can earn you some free coffee and
cool
hash browns, and they have deals like buy one get one free on like breakfast sandwiches. So has nothing about codes. Really? Grace K says ours has nothing about codes or app. Wow. I'm surprised. I don't know anything different here. That's all it is. So I'm honestly shocked by that. But I guess I just live in my happy little app and rewards bubble. So, I mean, when I saw this story, it wasn't hard for me to believe that it was $30,000 because the screen monitor things here, they're fancy. I would think one of them alone would be $30,000 for how much they do and move. So, oh, Kim says they have that there. Canes rules. That's right. Canes does rule. But I have to drive a hot minute for Canes, so I don't get it as often, and that's a good thing.
Right. Because
Because
you love it.
I could eat Canes all day, every day. All day, every day. The sauce.
Oh, me too. I love it. Love it.
I'm telling you. She's just typing it over and over in chat. This girl. I'm telling you. Man, oh man. Not even Mickey D's. What did I miss? Wendy's says. Oh, Wendy's has that? I don't go to Wendy's all that often, so. Your town is so small, we don't have any fast. Really, Gam Gam? Oh, that's not the right one. It skipped on me. But Gam Gam was saying they don't have any fast food, which is crazy to me. I mean, it's probably better for your health. Not gonna lie, but it just kind of is what it is. Oh, talking about Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. Okay. That's just what I think of. The next one, I feel like we've heard a lot about these type of people this year. Although this time it's not a Karen, it would be a Richard. So it says flight attendant uses coffee pot to fight off man trying to open the plane door.
Oh my goodness.
Some of these right.
Wow. She had to use what she could, huh?
Yep. Let's see here.
Interesting.
Going to my notes quick. So it says representatives from the U.S. Attorney's Office in Kansas City, Missouri, say that a 50-year-old man has been arrested facing charges this week after he allegedly became unruly while aboard a plane and tried to open one of its doors mid-flight. According to the reports, the incident took place on the afternoon of the 13th, while American Airlines Flight 1775 was on its way from LA to DC. It's unclear how the commotion began, but midway through the flight, one of the passengers, later identified as 50-year-old Juan Rivas, began to create a disturbance. Things escalated when he allegedly walked into the cockpit area of the plane, and he was grabbing plastic utensils and holding it like a shank. Then he grabbed a small champagne bottle, which he tried to break on a counter before kicking and shoving a drink cart into one of the flight attendants. Finally, he grabbed the handle of one of the plane's exit doors and he began wrenching on it while trying to get it open, thinking. Quickly, one of the attendants grabbed the nearby coffee pot and they hit him in the head twice.
Oh my goodness.
and slowed him down enough that several other people were then able to help intervene and bring him to the floor. Apparently, it was not a small thing to have that done. It reported, as he's 6'3", 240 pounds, and at least 4 people, one of whom was a police officer, tried to properly restrain him. Once they had him like hands and feet secured with zip ties and duct tape, then the plane had to make an emergency landing in Kansas City. So, and he was arrested. So, I mean, coffee pot takes down Richard. That's how it works, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
There's a video, so I can.
A passenger has been arrested on board an American Airlines flight after he tried to storm into the cockpit. The man then attempted to open an emergency door before a flight attendant hit him in the head with a coffee pot. An emergency landing was made and the man was taken into custody.
No.
There's some hope in the Ukraine crisis.
Well, no, we're not going to talk about that. Sorry. Yeah, so I guess I don't know what it is with all the airplane incidents lately. There's tons of Karens getting upset and causing fights. Now we have this Richard that was upset and using a knife and a champagne bottle as a weapon. And 6'3", I think, 240 pounds. That's insane.
Damn.
Like,
yeah,
I couldn't. That's a foot taller than me, more than a foot taller than me. So, ay. Hi, Kirsten. How are you? They're giving Kirsten crap for being late. It's okay, Kirsten. Just ignore them. They're being trolls tonight. Love them, but some of them are my mods and they're being trolls to take it out on me for trolling them on Twitter. And one of them wasn't here the other night when I played their trolling on the YouTube streets. So
oh yeah, that's right.
Kim wasn't here, so she's having it out in my chat with Maria as her backup, and you get those two going, and holy Lord. Oh man. This next one, it irks me a little. Not gonna lie. And Megan, I'll see that one.
Okay.
So, ex-Georgia office official worked fake pregnancy stomach and paid leave scheme. Oh, man. Let me just tell you about this. Yeah. So this week, representatives from the Georgia office of the Inspector General announced that several charges against a former state official after she was accused of faking multiple pregnancies. Let me scroll down on this so you can see her. This is our person. As a part of a scheme to fraudulently obtain paid leave. According to the reports, at the time the crimes took place, the suspect, 43-year-old Georgia Vocational Rehabilitation Agency, a press release from this week states that she was in charge of supervising the agency's marketing and media. In October of 2020, Folsom reportedly informed the Human Resources Division of the GVRA that she was pregnant. In May of the following year, she announced that she had given birth. This announcement was accompanied by an email from a man claiming to be the father of Folsom's child, who said that the 42-year-old had been advised by her doctor that she required several weeks of bed rest following the delivery. And so the GVRA, which is the Georgia Vocational Rehab Association, then allowed her 7 weeks of paid leave, which it claims it normally wouldn't have approved. However, Folsom claimed to be pregnant again less than 3 months after returning from her leave. Several people started to become suspicious about it. This is actually the third time she had claimed to be pregnant, with her first child allegedly being born less than 3 months before she claimed the October 2020 pregnancy. A side note, it's unclear if she obtained paid leave during the first one, just for the second two. The officer, the inspector general, began an investigation, and more red flags came out. Several people that worked with her claimed that when they'd been shown photos of the new baby, pictures were inconsistent. The child had different skin tones. Another coworker said that a portion of her stomach began to come away from her body. When investigators did more digging, they were unable to find any birth certificates for her as a mother.
Oh, wow.
And a review of medical and insurance records allegedly showed that nothing indicated that she had ever delivered a child. So when she was confronted with this in October of 2021, she reportedly resigned from her position. And according to the investigators, the children in the baby bump weren't the only things that Folsom had lied about. They looked into the email reportedly sent by the father of her child, and that was also proven to be that man didn't exist, that she was behind the emails. So a Fulton grand jury found her indicted her on 4 felony charges, 3 counts of false statements, and 1 count of identity fraud. So yeah, I mean, Jiminy Crickets.
Wow. I know.
You
totally
have
crazy.
to be all sorts of messed up too. I mean, it's one thing to want some extra leave from work. It's a whole nother thing to be faking something like this, and you do it once.
Right.
God forbid you do it twice, potentially 3 times. I mean, to me, that's insane. So
yeah, something's off with her. Definitely got some issues.
Hi, Jersey. Oh, and I see them tagging Mama T's. That must be Mama T's in chat.
Yes, she is.
And Sunday Bundy is in chat too. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. Sorry, Boomer. I don't have any backhaul updates for you. I tried. There's no updates. They're still on the loose. So I tried. Race case. We have half our office just goes out on FMLA for anxiety. So much easier than faking a pregnancy. Right?
Yeah,
like,
really.
To me, this is just kind of like, how many kinds of wrong do you have to be in your head to be doing stuff like this? I don't know. Wait, did somebody fake a pregnancy? Yes, the person on screen did, Jersey. I'm not talking about anybody else.
Not somebody else on the screen.
Nope. That lady on screen did. And apparently multiple. 2 for sure. Well, no. 3 for sure. Because she's claimed 3 pregnancies. She didn't get paid for 3. But she's claimed 3 pregnancies. And when the investigator general looked into it, they don't have any records in her medical history or her insurance claims that she was ever a mother. So, at least not on the dates that she claimed. So,
that is crazy.
It is. People are just nuts on the YouTube.
Yes,
or
they
not
are.
On the YouTube in general. Not on the YouTube.
There too, and Twitter.
Yes. So now, I'm just gonna scroll down before I click on this one because I'm just kind of dumbfounded by this one. How far, if you guys are in a relationship with someone, how far would you take some pettiness if that person found someone else after you broke up? Like, what would your pettiness be, I guess, with the other person? And maybe some people aren't petty at all. I mean, to me, if the relationship didn't work out, goodbye, see you later.
Yeah, exactly.
But some people don't think that way.
No, they hold on, or
they hold on, and oh my, do they hold
revenge
on? Oh my Lanta, this one.
Yeah, some people can't let go.
Who's going to the basement? What are they talking about in chat?
Let me check.
I just see Jersey talking about basements. Maybe no, that was Mrs. Cassandra. Just kidding. She'll see who you really are once you take her to the. What is going on in chat?
Yeah, we're gonna need somebody to explain.
Mama T, what is Mrs. Cassandra harassing you with? And I say that very, very reassuringly because book club, you're not innocent, and I know that. There's a reason you're called book club. Oh, I see moderate. Hello. Yeah. When it's over, it's over. Right. Okay. Let me just bring this
done. Moving on. That's what I say.
Some bitches be petty.
And capital they continue to stalk you and do all kinds of stuff.
What this woman used to do this, I feel like there's going to be some people in their opinions about it. All right. So this is actually the victim of this crime. Pickle, my mama T, stealing my woman. Kirsten, are you causing a love triangle in my chat? Jiminy crickets. Don't end up like the people on screen, please. Because I'm not going to be a witness to any of that. Oh, man. So authorities in Miami-Dade County, Florida, say that they have arrested a 33-year-old woman this week after she hired a hitman to kill a longtime enemy. A crime that she reportedly paid with money from a pandemic relief loan. So those PPP loans?
Right.
She used one of those to hire a hitman to kill the girlfriend of her ex.
Oh my goodness.
According to reports, 24-year-old TSA officer LaShante Jones was gunned down in front of her 3-year-old daughter on May 3rd of last year. And she was just steps away from her home in Miami suburbs. Surveillance footage camera led them to the alleged gunman, which I have. He's just a little bit further down on this. So this is the alleged gunman.
Oh.
And she was just steps away from her home when it happened. Again, this is the victim that was gunned down in front of her daughter. And then this is who they arrested. And it says, the alleged gunman, 29-year-old Javon Carter, detectives quickly learned that the case was more complicated. Investigation reportedly revealed that Carter had been paid to carry out the crime by a 33-year-old woman named Yasmin Martinez. And I say Yasmin because I'd watched a little video about it, and that's how they pronounce it. So I'm just going to go with that. Jasmine, Yasmin, whichever. The two were allegedly introduced to one another by a mutual acquaintance named Romeo Robinson, which the name Romeo in this whole thing just, I mean, that's one for the books, considering. I think there's a picture of him in here too. Yes. So Javon Carter is this one. This is the alleged gunman. And then, so his name is Ramil, but he's referred to as Romeo Robinson, which is this one. They were introduced by a mutual acquaintance named Romeo Robinson, who helped plan the murder from jail. Sources allege that Martinez and LaShante Jones were longtime enemies. Their feud began in 2016 when Martinez attacked Jones because she was dating her ex-boyfriend. A case related to that incident was dropped. Martinez never got over it, the dispute about the ex-boyfriend. And then 2018, she was arrested again for punching Jones in the face. So we'll scroll back up to her because she's all sorts of crazy, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So this is Martinez. And things escalated further when in 2020, February of 2020, so 2 years ago, I guess, to this date, her new boyfriend allegedly attacked and robbed Jones. So Martinez, her new boyfriend, not the victim, attacked and robbed Jones in a parking lot of a courthouse during the day. You know what I mean? Like,
wow,
the balls on these people just,
I know,
boggles my mind sometimes. After they had just come out of a hearing related to the 2018 assault. So they were just coming out of a hearing of the previous assault, and then Martinez, the woman that was just arrested for this, her new boyfriend attacks the victim. Like, this is like a grudge beyond grudges, in my opinion.
Oh, for sure.
But wait, there's more. That's not all. The craziness didn't end there. In March of 2021, just 2 months before they murdered Jones, she was being harassed by Martinez, her new boyfriend, once again. This time, they were allegedly offering her money to not testify against the boyfriend in the parking lot assault. And they wanted her to tell the police that he wasn't armed at the time. And so they were basically bribing a witness. The way that Martinez was able to hire the hitman was she got $10,000. Well, technically she took a $15,000 PPP loan for her one-woman beauty salon, apparently. And she used $10,000 of that to hire a hitman, which would be this is the footage of it. Javon Carter, which is this guy right here.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, that's a whole lot of... Oh, and I missed saying goodbye to Mama T. Bye, Mama T, if you're still here.
Bye, Mama T.
Thanks for coming. So, I mean, that's a whole heck of a lot of a grudge to be keeping on with I mean, maybe immediately you're petty and you're pissed that they moved on, but this started in 2016 and they killed her in 2021. That's 5 years. That's a whole heck of a lot of petty grudge. I don't know.
I agree. I mean,
kind of crazy.
What they'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. All for relationships and breaking up, and I don't get it.
It's just nuts. Yeah.
I feel sorry that she was killed in front of her. You said her 3-year-old was right there.
Yeah, she was steps away. So, like, if you look at that one picture, I can go back to it here.
That breaks.
So it's like an apartment building, like this video here. You can tell, and so like in this picture, you can tell that she's just about to walk into her apartment building, and it was right in front of her 3-year-old daughter.
Oh my God, that poor child.
Right? It's just crazy.
That is.
I can find a lot better uses for 10 grand. Me too. Me too.
Exactly.
We don't need the mouse about right now. The mouse can stay in its bubble. Just saying.
No more mouse. Everybody likes the mouse.
More mouse. I don't even know if that is beyond petty. That is psychopathic. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Moderate's heard the mouse, but Moderate, the mouse made an appearance tonight because my part didn't come from my computer yet. So.
The mouse was cussing and everything.
The mouse was pissed. Let's just say that. Oh, yeah, Jersey missed the mouse too. Well, you know. It is what it is. Alright, so we'll hit stop on that one. Oh, well, we'll go back up down to her here for 1 second. I think there's, oh, but I saw this part. What is this? She also denied the killing in a Facebook post the day after the killing. Pray for the family instead of playing detective and assassinating people's character, she wrote. Let's just read this. So this is the suspect that was arrested. Pray for the family instead of playing detective, assassinating people's character. No matter what differences you and another person may have been through in the past, that isn't worth death. I'm a mother before anything, and I'm also a mother who knows the feeling of losing a child. I serve one God and one God only. He sits high and looks low. Trust and believe judgment day is near, and everyone will answer to their sins. My children are hurting more than ever, and instead of me reacting to the opinions of others, won't help me be there for them as I should. My condolences goes out to anyone who is grieving the loss of a loved one, most definitely Shiante, and I pray her baby girl gets well. Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
No. Makes me sick.
Seriously. So this is her mugshot. Again, this is
because she was about her ex. Unbelievable.
Right. I think
Nasty
my last notes. Martinez was arrested this week. Has been charged with first-degree murder, attempted murder, and conspiracy to commit murder. Javon Carter and Romeo Robinson were already in prison at the moment or time of Martinez's arrest on a number of related and unrelated charges. The Martinez's claimed repeatedly that she has nothing to do with Jones's murder. Investigators say they have a number of pieces of evidence connecting her to it, including a video that Carter posted to social media allegedly showing off the money that he'd been paid to commit the murder with, and 127 communications between Martinez and Carter as well. And then there's months of recorded jailhouse phone calls, during which Martinez reportedly spoke with Robinson and planned the crime. And currently Martinez still remains in police custody, so she hasn't got it on a bond or anything. So
right,
yeah, crazy. People are crazy.
Yes, they are.
Yes, my mic does hate me. You missed it, Matter, though. The mouse was cussing earlier, and they all thought it was hilarious because I couldn't get it to cooperate, and I was mad.
It was very funny.
It was not funny. Wow, but she had nothing to do with it, right? Like, and the fact that she put, like, everybody has their day of reckoning. Sure, everybody does have their day of reckoning, but you don't get to be judge, jury, and executioner. And because you're being a petty biatch about your ex having someone else for 5 years when you already have a new boyfriend, like, get over it. The mouse?
No.
They're saying the mouse. Stop trolling me in chat, you assholes.
No, I don't hear the mouse.
Maria?
Not yet.
I'm gonna kick your behind. Moderates, he's gonna go. He's gonna replay it to hear the mouse. No doubt.
Oh, you have to. You have to go back and hear it because it's funny.
What I should do is so there's been a thing before I go to the next one. There's been a thing that we forget about, or I forgot about for one. Meg forgot about for two. When my outro plays, there's a few seconds afterwards that we have to be quiet before the stream actually ends. And at the end of the last one, it's quite comical because I have my potato filter on and Meg's excited about the stream, and I'll play it for you because it's just too funny to clip, because I've already said I'm going to clip it and use it for the future because it's hilarious in my opinion, but you know. The next one I'm going to talk about is the one that Reagan had sent to me last week, and I'm just going to kind of give a small update on it. And I'm just going to throw a trigger warning out there that this one is kind of a sad story. Well, okay, sad in what happened, but it has a happy ending. I'll put it that way. So.
All right.
At least you weren't screaming at Meg. I mean, I don't feel like I've ever screamed at Meg. I mean, I wasn't screaming. I was cussing quite a bit, but you couldn't understand it, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
You should save all the blueberries come in. I mean, it's kind of what I was thinking with the clip of the thing I'll show you in a second. All right, so I will not be showing the, according to YouTube's terms of service, this is about a 6-year-old girl that was found. I will not be showing her picture. According to YouTube's terms of service with minors, it's just better that I don't. So I will not be showing the girl. I will show everything else, but I will not be showing her picture. I can put the link in chat if you guys want to, read about this story more. But I will not be showing her identity on my stream.
Right.
So I think that's just safer. But Authorities in Ulster County, New York, say that they have successfully located a missing 6-year-old girl this week after she was allegedly kidnapped by her biological parents more than 2 years ago. And I'll scroll down a little bit so you can see this picture, I guess. According to reports, the incident began in July of 2019 when 32-year-old Kirk Schultz Jr. and 33-year-old Kimberly Cooper lost custody of their two young girls. It's unclear why they lost custody, but what we do know is that on the day that they were supposed to turn over the children, the court-appointed guardian of the younger court-appointed. It doesn't. I don't even need a mouse. Don't even need a mouse for that. Court-appointed guardian of the younger of their two daughters, Paisley, abruptly disappeared. The older daughter was at school at the time and was safely placed in the care of a legal guardian. Though police suspected that Schultz and Cooper were responsible for the disappearances of their daughter, they were never able to prove it at the time.
Right.
As time passed, Schultz moved from Western New York to live with his father, Kirk Schultz Sr., in the town of Saugerties. He told authorities that Cooper had left him and moved to Pennsylvania. Both his parents said they hadn't seen Paisley since the day of her disappearance. There was many searches of Kurt Schulte's senior home, and they came up empty. Authorities were persistent until finally this week they received a new tip-off that Paisley was somewhere in the house. After an hour of searching, an eagle-eyed officer spotted something strange in a section of a staircase in the home's basement. When he opened it up, he found both Paisley and her mother, Kimberly Cooper, hiding inside. According to police, the Harry Potter-esque hiding place had been used to conceal Paisley during previous searches of the house, as well as and was well hidden with a mess of blankets, pillows. But it is said that the space was described as very cold and damp. It appears, thankfully, that Paisley was very well taken care of during this time. But the reports also say that she hasn't been to school in 2 years since she's been missing. So,
oh no, yeah.
At the time, or as of right now, Schultz, his father, and Cooper are all in police custody. And I'll scroll down on this page so you can see them. So these are the parents, Kirk Schultz Jr., and then the mother. She's changed a bit in her appearance, which I'll leave up to your speculation. I have my opinions on that. Again, this is where she was being kept. And then this is... I'm going to scroll down a little bit further because it's showing her picture. There was a picture of the... Oh, my goodness. Sorry. Of the grandpa, I guess. But... because he was also arrested. But basically, these two kept their daughter and hid her. He claimed that she had left him. She didn't. And anytime they had a search, they just hid under this staircase area with their daughter. And this is what that looked like. So the positive update that I have since last week when Reagan shared this story... Paisley, I love the name. I do too.
I know. I love that name too. So cute.
It's a very cute name. The positive update that since I had heard about the story and when Reagan shared it with me last week is that she has been reunited with her older sister and a caretaker that had already been, working with them. So that makes me happy. Like, she was found... She was taken out of the situation, and she's reunited with her sister. So, makes me happy.
Definitely. Me too.
I don't know what they're talking about, but yeah, no. The next one I feel like might just be, well, maybe I'll save that one for the end. We'll go to the other one that like kind of mind boggles me, and I'll save the really good one for the end because I feel like Jersey's gonna love that one. So.
Okay.
So I'll put her picture up here and then I'll read my notes about it. So, oh, that's not it either. All right. Authorities in Allegheny County, Pennsylvania say they have arrested and charged a suspect this week following a brutal murder of a 38-year-old Uber driver.
Oh.
Christina, and I might butcher this, Spikuza, was reported missing by family members on February 11th. She failed to return home from driving for Uber the night before. The next day, concerns were increased when police found Christina's abandoned vehicle on a street in a borough of Pittsburgh. Sadly, just a few hours after the recovery of her vehicle, they found her body in Monroeville. The 38-year-old had died from a single gunshot wound to the head, and her body had been left in a wooded area near the 500 block of Rosecrest Drive. A look at Christina's trip history on the Uber app led police to a 22-year-old woman who said that her boyfriend, 22-year-old Calvin Crew, had used her phone to request the ride. Crew reportedly denied having anything to do with it. And the search where he was supposedly dropped off, they found her dash cam from her car for Uber. And then according to authorities, the dash cam captured Christina picking him up on the night that she was killed. And then it also had a pretty chilling conversation before she was murdered. The footage allegedly begins with Crew getting into the car, armed with a handgun, which he proceeds to put to the back of her head. She, I think, somewhat maybe nervously says, like, "You've got to be joking." And then reportedly attempts to plead with him, saying she's got 4 kids, and he simply replied with, "I have a family too, now drive." The footage allegedly continues for a few minutes, where Christina repeatedly tries to ask her to spare her life. He continues to tell her to complete the trip. And at one point, he told her that everything will be all right if she does what he says. It apparently ends with him reaching forward and grabbing her dash cam. In addition to that evidence, the cops say that the alibi that Crew provided them for the night of the murder didn't add up. He claimed he took a bus in the area, but no footage of him could be found. And he was arrested on February 17th and has now been charged with murder, robbery, and tampering with evidence. Now that they've charged him, it sounds like they're still trying to work out whether his girlfriend was also involved. aside from
Right.
her, you know, like, because he used her phone. So, but let's see. And it also sounds like her handgun was the gun that was used for the murder weapon. As of right now, no charges have been put against her, but it is something that they're looking into.
Yeah.
So, just crazy. So this would be her. And then this would be Crew.
Wow.
So yeah. And I don't think that there isn't a picture of the girlfriend, but to me, like, the story, I've taken Uber before, and it is a little nerve-wracking because I've heard of the stories, like, you don't know who you're getting into a car with.
Right.
I've taken those precautions, like, make sure they're the ones asking for you and that they have your name. Like, you don't be like, are you here for Nikki? Like, you make sure that they say it instead of you, because if you say it, then you're giving them the information and you don't know that you're actually getting into an Uber. And when my husband and I have taken like an Uber, granted, I have not taken one alone. I don't think I would. But when my husband and I have taken an Uber, like when we went to Nashville, I was on my phone like that whole time, like watching the map, making sure we're going to the right place, making sure we're not just being driven around to God only knows where. So, oh man, I look over at chat and they're talking about holes and you know.
I know.
Monarch loves those type of conversations. Just kidding. I have to give him shit when I can because man. Oh my goodness. My husband's making supper and I can smell it. All right, Jersey, are you ready for this one?
Uh-oh.
I know I am. This story made me crack up just because of all the details that were provided with it. Need to make something before you face. Are you tired, Grace Case? Get some coffee. That can be your drink for the stream.
I know that does sound good. Some coffee.
Some people can't have it late at night, but sometimes I found that it actually helps me like fall asleep, which I guess would be the opposite of what Grace Case wants. But oh, she took a muscle. Yeah. I mean, I would have probably already be out by now, but I hope you're feeling better. At least for what you had to take the muscle relaxer for.
I know. Sorry about that.
Let's see. Here we go. So, this one is called Drunk Guests Take Clothes Off and Brawl at Disney Springs. So leave it on this picture while I describe it. It says, this week, representatives from Florida's Orange County Sheriff's Department released a report about a recent battery and domestic violence case, the details of which have quickly gained attention. Wonder why. Due to the rather unique setting where the case took place, inside of Walt Disney World. According to the website, Walt Disney World News Today, which is dedicated to covering news about the beloved theme park, the incident began one night last October when two sisters, and here's the just the cherry on the top for Jersey liking this one. Two sisters from New Jersey went out for what was supposed to be an evening of fun. The 29-year-old and 31-year-old were vacationing in Orlando with other family members at the time. And on this particular night, they just went out, just the two of them. Sounds great. Night out with, if you're close to your sister, a night out with your best friend, your sister. They were arriving in the Disney Springs section of the park, dedicated to like retail dining and entertainment. They had dinner at a steakhouse, and then they went to have drinks at an Irish bar, where it seems they consumed what can only be described as a very generous amount of alcohol. And I think there's a picture of the pub in here. Maybe not. Okay. Well, it was an Irish pub in the park. So.
Okay.
Very just amount of alcohol. Which provided fuel for what happened right after. Let's just say it was very different from anything close to what Disney stands for, which is, the Disney magic. Reports say that the problem began when the two sisters left the bar sometime after midnight, and they realized that both of their phones had died. Disney security helped them call an Uber, and the driver apparently took one look at them and said they were too drunk to get in their car.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So then the women were waiting for a taxi to be called so that they could finally be driven back to their hotel. They got into an argument during that time. Things got pretty heated until the older sister called the younger one a bad mom and slapped her. The situation only escalated from there when both sisters were punching and slapping and pulling each other's hair. A security manager tried to separate them. However, it was short-lived because the older sister slipped in the younger sister's vomit and continued to try and fight her after falling into some nearby bushes. It was at this point that the younger sister allegedly removed her dress entirely before continuing to throw punches. When the Orange County deputies arrived to the scene, both the women were apparently screaming, nude, and crying. They were attempted to question the younger sister, who had been hit first. However, all they wanted to talk about was how much she didn't like her sister's boyfriend.
Oh, wow.
Both of the women were arrested for domestic violence, battery, and disorderly intoxication.
I guess so.
Luckily, the women's case was dropped near the end of last year when the state's attorney's office declined to pursue the case after both sisters requested that the other not be prosecuted as a result. And neither woman's name has been released in the report. I think the sad part about all this is that Disney states they don't have surveillance footage of the drunken fight.
Right.
Not gonna lie, I would kind of like to see the naked brawl and the sister falling into the vomit and then the bushes and continuing to throw punches. I don't know. This just, to me, like, I can picture girls fighting, let alone being a sibling fight. And then, like, one slips into vomit, one's continuing to throw punches from the bushes. Like, to me, like, This is just crazy. And totally not what you would expect on, like, going to Disney. I mean,
no, not at all.
I've never been to Disney, but this would not be what I would expect to see at Disney. Disney has it. Oh, they have Disney After Dark? What? That's not how my dates normally end. What are you talking about, moderate? And covered in vomit, right? Google diner fight New Jersey. Oh my. What are you telling me to Google, Jersey? Diner fight New Jersey. Oh my goodness.
What is it?
Is it? What is this? Is it about a motorcycle club, Jersey? I did Google. I did Google. I'm just wait for Jersey to answer on that one.
Okay.
I just kind of feel like it would be I don't know. I mean, I could even picture some of like us if we'd gotten drunk in it. Like, not that we would fight,
right.
But when you're that intoxicated, you fight about the stupidest shit.
Oh yeah, all the time.
The slipping and the vomit, though. That part kills me.
Yeah.
Jersey? Is it about a motorcycle club and a deadly incident? Because I might have found it. You guys are crazy in Jersey, apparently. I mean, we're not any better, so I shouldn't say that. But in fact, I'm going to do the poll before I share the last two things. But right before I was getting ready for stream, I saw one of our local news reporters tweet something out, and I'm kind of just like, really? Really? So there'll be a local dumbass in this once we do the poll. I woke up one college morning, hungover, and got in the shower. My whole body was covered in scrapes and bruises. I was like, what the fuck? And then my friend called to check up on how I was doing. Couldn't even remember the night before. Turns out I left a bar with a drink in my hand, and the bouncer tried to stop me. I ran away across the gravel parking lot, fell and rolled about 3 times. Dang, Jersey.
Oh no. Wow.
Jersey's badass. And we didn't know. I mean, we knew, but we know now. What if she pushed her sister into the vomit? I mean, it's possible. It's definitely possible. I feel like that's how she ended up in the bushes, though. I feel like she did actually slip on her sister's vomit, but I feel like she was probably pushed into the bushes. I don't know. It's
be.
All sorts of crazy.
You just never know. Yeah.
All sorts of crazy. I hit a Minnesota caller yelling at USPS. Like, they might have been my brother-in-law. He hates USPS. Hates it. But for like stuff that like my husband and my brother-in-law do, they deal with shipping a lot, and so it is what it is. But I don't envy you, Mrs. Cassandra. I wouldn't want to take those calls because I'm sure there's some pretty pissed off people Ew, Chris. She said earlier ew to what I was saying, but I'm sorry. This is more ew to me. Man, oh man, man. Can't. Oh my. Oh, jeez. Those days are long over. No, they're not, Josie. Now it's like one glass of wine and I have a lampshade in my head. Can we have video of that? Screw the video on Nikki with Crown Royale. Let's have a video of Jersey with wine. I would love that. Just saying. That's a Jersey drinking story, 100%. Right? All right. So let's do our... Do you guys like the poll from last time? So the options this time are, number 1 would be the drunk Disney divas. And so if you want that one, remember we do the exclamation point vote space Disney. And then number 2, we have the PPP loan and the ex-boyfriends. And so for that one, you put XBF, so EXBF. And then we have the angry coffee man on the flight. So then you would do coffee. And then number 4, we have the fake babies. So I will start that and I will show you how it's done again in chats just so you know.
All right.
So I vote. I feel like this might be a landslide, but you know. Maria, I think did I just type babies? I think I just put babies for the fake babies. And the ex-boyfriend is EXBF. I have to be kind of limited with my characters on it, so. Erase my first vote. I was wrong. I don't think it counts unless you type it with the exclamation point vote right next to each other and then the word. So
okay, let me make sure I did it right. Okay, I think I
vote Jersey JoJo. I mean, I could make that an option. Not even gonna lie. I've already started the poll, but next time. I really want the backhoe to have an update.
Oh, I know.
I vote backhoe. Backhoe isn't an option anymore, Jersey. Sorry. I was going to keep it as an option if I had an update to see like who would take the cake between the two. But there's no update yet, so I vote vomit. So do I. I vote Disney. Oh, man. She took our back off Jersey. You know, just crazy like that. So, Meg, you have a parade tomorrow, don't you?
Yes, I do. We to leave like late morning.
Sorry.
To get a good spot. It's a lot of waiting, but it's fun. It's worth it.
So, y'all, we're 5 subscribers away from 100.
Oh, getting closer.
I'm so freaking pumped. And I feel like people may not understand why I'm pumped. Moderate informed me that when I get to 100, I get to have my custom URL, which makes it easier for people to find you. And I'm super pumped about that. So when I get to that 100, like, I already put a tweet out, like, if you can prove to me that, if you can screenshot it, that you were the one to put it over 100, like, take a screenshot at 99, subscribe, take a screenshot at 100, DM me, you get a stream of your choice. However, I do have a small disclaimer on that. It has to be TOS and Pickle. I'm not going to go crazy, y'all. Like, it can't be something that's going to get me into trouble, if you know what I mean. So, tweet it out, share, and when we hit that point, when the first person to DM me that we've hit 100 and that they were that person, or even if you're like 101 or whatever, if you're the first person in my DMs, the way I wrote the tweet, you get a stream of your choice. So whether that's something crime related or just something fun. Now, I will say, we did a fun stream this week, and I love that, and I think we should do them more. But we cannot be doing TikToks with copyrighted songs, because there will be no chat replay for that, and there will be some small little blips at the end of that stream that are muted because I had to mute some songs due to copyright. My fault. I wasn't thinking. We were just having fun. But I'm trying to behave on my channel. So we can do TikToks. They just cannot be copyrighted sounds.
Right.
So that being said, has everybody voted, or do we still need time? I vote for a Crown Apple stream. I would get banned. Ask Moderate. Moderate, would I get banned if I did a Crown Apple stream?
Oh, yeah, he knows from seeing you on Crown.
I thought they gave you a, what the?
Sure, he remembers.
Custom urinal for years. I was so bummed if I know.
We experienced it together.
Y'all see this? This man. And they wonder why I trolled him on Twitter. They trolled me in my own chat. Damn it. Atlanta. Team Crown. Oh, me.
Oh,
no, don't be. I had that happen. Like yesterday, I was getting like super close, and I messaged at least Megan, and I was like, oh, we only need this many more. And then all of a sudden I looked again, and I went down like 4 more, and I'm like, stop it, you're going the wrong direction, damn it. My custom URL. I'm not on Twitter, so I got a troll here. Yes, I know. You're on IG though, right, Mrs. Green? Right, book club? Too many S's.
Right.
I am working on getting on better. Working on getting better. This is why you don't want a Crown Apple stream, because I'm not intoxicated whatsoever and I can't speak. So, I'm working on getting better about promoting on IG so that you guys have links, because some people don't like Twitter, and I understand that. Twitter can be a dumpster fire. It's what you make of it. But I'm working on getting better at doing IG promotion so that you guys have the information, you can participate. So yeah. I gotta take this word to go. Okay, then take it off. Yes, you would break TOS record time streaming on Crown. See? He knows. He knows. He had to have help from Meg to get me to go to sleep. So.
Oh yeah.
He knows.
We thought you were asleep, but then you came back.
Yep. Hi, I'm here. P.S. Hi.
Like you never left.
What are they talking about? Frozen pickle? Did I really freeze? No, it says it's.
It didn't freeze for me.
But... Some people are saying frozen. Some people are saying thawed. Some people say it didn't freeze. I don't know.
Yes, it would. I agree.
But you streaming all of that would be epic. Y'all. Maybe I'll do that on my moderator channel. Not this one. I want to behave on this one. I'll still send you all a link, but...
I mean, we were entertained just being on a call with you, so...
Okay, so I'm going to end the poll. Oh, geez, Louise. Well, I know who won. Shocker. Not. Who won, Meg?
Who won?
The poll.
Is it coming up there so I can see?
Yeah, but take your guess. Who do you think won?
The Disney.
Yep. 100%. I said it was going to be a landslide, but Jiminy Crickets.
Yeah, that's the one I saw the most.
I mean, it was epic. When my husband and I heard about that story, I was like, I'm using this story for sure. It just, the landslide. Oh, the vomit. She's still in the vomit.
Oh yeah.
Landslide vomit, you know.
We even left kept laughing after you really left. Or really went to bed.
You told me you had to go.
We had to get you to bed somehow.
Oh my God. Jeez. Now I know. Next time that won't work. Just saying. I'm going to remember this. Hi, Selfie Queen Cindy. How are you?
Hey, Selfie Queen Cindy.
So those are my main stories. One story that I'm going to just show like 2 quick little videos on is a story that has like boggled my mind for years. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with the Susan Powell case, but I mean, that happened back when I was in high school. Still, I was a senior in high school. So, like, it's just kind of always been one of those cases. Like, obviously, we knew that the husband did it, and how the husband took himself and the boys out was beyond devastating. But there's always still that missing piece of, can we see the tater? I suppose.
Yay.
Second. Which tater do we want? I know which one Mrs. Cassandra's going to say. I'll just go with that one since I know Mrs.
Yeah,
Cassandra
I like
will say
them
it.
all.
There we go.
That one's probably my favorite.
Yeah. How?
Stud Spud.
Stud Spud. Yeah, so we knew you know, like what happened there. But that's still that missing piece as far as like, where is Suzanne? Like, because they never found her body. So a week ago there was a video that was put out by, I saw it from Court TV, but the local news had put it out originally. And I think it came up on my recommended because I don't know if everybody knows in here, but my husband and I are very big into Monster Jam. And one of the Monster Jam drivers His name is Heavy D, and he's from the Bro Dozer crew. Like, they have their own team, but they also have a YouTube channel where they dig and kind of help families. So I think that's kind of how it showed up in my recommended based on all that.
Right.
But so potentially they have found her remains. So we will see. But I'm gonna share that video now. Sorry, let me see. Savvy Quintini, if they're trolling you, just give them hell back. They're having fun tonight.
Yes, they are.
The name is it will. I feel like when I share this first little video. Okay.
Case file, and this is a story that goes back to 2009 when a young mom disappeared. You're going to recognize the name because this was a national story. Susan Powell went missing out of Utah.
Let me know if you can't hear it or if it's echoing at all, and I can adjust it.
To remind you who she is. There she is with her two boys.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful mom, wonderful kids. Should be living a wonderful life right now.
You don't like this potato jersey?
And all suspicion went on her husband because at the time she went missing, he had this story about taking the boys camping in the middle of a blizzard. It was outrageous. It was ridiculous. But there was never enough evidence gathered against him. And then eventually in 2012, another horrific tragedy upon tragedy, this selfish.
So basically what happened is she went missing, and through the investigation, what was found is that she wanted out. He was abusive, he was narcissistic, there was some talks of some infidelity on his side, and she wanted out. Well, I mean, I feel like some of us that watch enough true crime stuff know that that is kind of just not how that situation works when it comes to narcissists and controlling behavior. They're not going to be, and especially with the domestic violence situation. This is why I'm never okay with jokes being made about domestic violence.
Right.
I don't care who they are. I don't care what they have done in their past. You can hate those people all you want, but if they are dealing with the domestic violence situation, it is not okay, in my opinion, to make jokes about it.
I agree.
I will die on that hill, I guess. Maybe that's the unpopular opinion, but I just am not okay with it because there's so many people that deal with that. And, if you are poking fun at it, then you're just giving them fuel and you're not any better, in my opinion.
That's right.
So, but so she went missing. He claimed that he took the boys to go camping in the middle of a blizzard. I mean, I live in the damn tundra. You are not going camping in the damn blizzard, but whatever. So she was missing. They never had enough evidence to pin it on him. And the boys eventually went to her parents. He was granted supervised visits. And he had tricked the guardian that was supposed to stay there during his visit. And so she ended up leaving the house, and when she left, he blew up the home with him and the boys inside, killing them all.
Right.
But she had never been found. This was after she had disappeared. So I mean, this has been years upon years upon years of that happening. So, she was a beautiful woman. She was a beautiful woman. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, like, just her, when I read about this story in the past, like, her demeanor, her bubbly personality, like, why is it always, like, the sweetest souls that get caught up in stuff like this? Like,
I know.
It breaks my heart because they're, the good ones get lost to situations like this.
That's right.
And it kind of goes back to, I guess, to domestic violence too, because like they're probably scared to reach out, to walk away. So
oh yeah, that's very true.
What are we pestering me about? These people. What are you doing? Yes, I can do gambling. I have the options. I haven't started it. There's actually 2 types of games I can do in chat. I haven't started it. It's moderate. I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh man.
Oh, you'll be adding it now.
I know.
Coward.
I don't feel like I'm going to be adding the heist option though, because there's a certain beanie tank top wearing creator that I don't care to be associated with. And you know damn well who I'm talking about. So.
Oh, yeah.
Ay.
Took his own life, but then took the lives of the 2 boys. And meanwhile, Susan has never been found. And this is just such a sad story. But we do have an update. KSTU, our great affiliate in Salt Lake City, Utah, Spencer Joseph is the reporter, talking about the latest in the search for Susan Powell.
Right, JC.
This is what we live for.
In the nearly unreachable boundaries of the West Desert of Utah.
About 30 feet of thick dirt. We're going on day 9, I think, out here.
A team led by Dave Sparks is searching for the final resting place of Susan Cox Powell.
I was very fascinated with the idea of maybe helping.
So this, what we call him Heavy D. They refer to him as Dave Sparks, but he's one of the bro dozer crew for Monster Jam that I'm familiar with that is doing this. And so it warms my heart because like there's people like him, and then I think I've mentioned before there's a channel called Adventures with a Purpose where they search in the water for missing loved ones. Like, this is the type of stuff that restores my faith in humanity, because there are people that are willing to use their time and their resources to help people find their loved ones. Because a lot of times loved ones can get caught up in the red tape that is anything police related. Like, I'm sure there are great cops and detectives out there that want to help these families that have had missing loved ones for years, but they either are from a small area and don't have the resources, or they don't have the budget. And that's where it gets hairy, and they can't help the family. So then you have people like this that step in and say, hey, we have the equipment, we have the resources, let me help you. So it warms my heart that people are still out there that are willing to do that for families. So definitely. And he does have a channel, and I will grab it here in just a second and link it.
Find Susan.
So I've
kind of just been following along ever since, and then we got a tip that there's a chance she's out here.
They're armed with the best equipment.
Thanks, JC.
We pride ourselves on being able to extract, recover, or rescue
yes, I'm gonna kill you later,
items, people, whatever it is that nobody else has ever been able to get to.
But on the 9th day of digging, there was a special visitor who's looking for any sign of Susan.
Is this theirs, or is it something? I wish there was more. I'm glad for what they've got, and I want them to get back down and bring out more stuff.
This is Chuck Cox, Susan's father.
It wasn't going to get searched any other way, and I'd just be glad to find out.
This is the part that kills me, like
here?
the emotions that this man has gone through.
He's been very invested in this process,
he's
just like we are.
He's elderly, and he still doesn't know what happened to his daughter.
The likelihood
Horrible.
is pretty low that
this has
we're going to find something.
So she went missing in 2006.
But on the other hand, she's still out there.
So, I mean, we're going
this
on
has not been an easy
17
process.
years.
We've seen the good, bad, and the ugly, and this mine
Almost 2 decades.
was ugly. The fact that this mine had been perfectly intact for 100 years or so back in November 2009, and then in January of 2010, the mine had been burnt and collapsed.
This seems to fit everything we would want, and I'm disappointed it was not checked earlier.
And they have found some evidence.
Bones, we're finding trash. We found a pair of pants that appears to be either a small man or a woman's pair of pants. We found other articles of clothing, found a little piece of tree wrap material, which, according to the podcast about Josh Powell, there was an opportunity where he may have gone out and bought this exact same material.
All of which will be given to her father and then analyzed. But this dig is also about a bigger idea.
We wanted to raise awareness of this whole case, make sure that people don't forget about what happened to Susan. I never knew Susan, but I feel connected to her in ways that I can't explain.
And as bucket after bucket is brought up.
And I think that's something that all of us can resonate with. Like, when you deep dive into some of these cases, you might not know these people. You might not have any connection to them. But reading the stories or reading how they were as a person, you connect with them on a level, and you want justice for them. You want their cases solved and their family to be at peace. Like, for me, I want that dad to know what happened to his daughter. I mean, obviously it's not going to be a good outcome. We all know that.
Yeah.
But he could go to sleep at night knowing that his daughter was found, and he can put her to rest. Like, there's closure in that. And I feel like there's people that I've heard of, people that don't get that closure, and how hurt they are their whole lives not knowing what happened to their loved ones. So, right, Cindy, they deserve closure. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I think that's great.
This is a part of like crime stuff that I'm very passionate about. Like, a lot of people are on the popular cases, and that's good. Like, those cases need exposure. But I lean more towards the missing people and the people that aren't found, and that need the families that need justice and need that closure piece, because I couldn't even imagine. I have a friend that's still missing, and I'm not his family, and it hurts not knowing what happened. So I can't even imagine being a family member and not having any idea what happened to your loved one.
Right.
So I mean, you guys kind of got the gist of it as far as like they found that part. So now there was a small little update from the local news lately that the bones that they tested, and I'll share that now.
The father of Susan Cox Powell is now saying that bones recently found in a Utah mine are not those of his daughter. Chuck Cox tells Fox 13 News the bones were tested by a private forensics lab in Salt Lake City and were found to be non-human. Now, pants that were also found in that mine did also have DNA on them, male DNA, but the man has not been identified. Cox also says several other items that were found will be tested as well.
So the many crickets. The bones that were found in that previous video were not a human. The pants were tested. They have male DNA. This isn't throwing anything out. But I feel like they're on a good path. And, I mean, I guess the male DNA hasn't been, like, identified yet. Whether, like, the male DNA, honestly, I don't know if they've compared it. There wasn't any listing as far as if they compared it to her husband's DNA. That's a possibility. But the bones at this point we know were not Susan's. But we're starting, and that's important. So,
Right.
They are still digging, Maria. They are still digging. So, I pray that they find more and that they get more answers, because this is an old case, and I just really want them to have answers. So, I'm going to show you a tweet that I found, or that I saw from a local, from my local person, why can't I think of the word? Newscaster. Right before I was going to go on stream. And this is Brooklyn Park. So I'm in Minneapolis. Brooklyn Park is a very, very close suburb. Probably 10 minutes. 10 minutes, give or take, depending on what part of Brooklyn Park they are. From me. So. So it says, must-watch dashcam video. Fleeing Brooklyn Park shooting suspect plows into squads. Arrested after a brief standoff this morning. Or no, it says Thursday a.m. Why am I just finding out about it? Okay, so I have a crime watch for my area, like a scanner type thing. And those people had this tweet linked. And I just found out about it right before stream. So
I'm sorry about that.
You're fine. So it says gunman fired 40 rounds from his townhouse unit, with slugs tearing into at least 5 units. 1 injured in the shooting, 2 cops with concussions. And I just want to show you this video that was put on the dash cam. And our roads are really icy right now, so that's the part that gets me. It's like when he just slams into them, like,
yeah,
where did you think you were gonna go?
Right.
Please tell me where you thought you were gonna go in that situation. But yeah, it's just a local little tidbit of dumbass criminals for you, because
okay.
But yeah, so I'll end the stream with a little bit of humor, and I gotta pull the link from Twitter.
Okay.
But when we end our streams, I put my outro on, and we have to remember to be a little bit quiet. And the first time, people thought we said asshole after it, and we didn't.
Nope.
I don't even remember what you actually said. We thought maybe I was calling my mic an asshole, which is very possible, but we figured out what you had.
I forgot what I said, but
yeah, it was something. But each time it's been Megan.
Of course, because I forget like a dummy, you know.
The last one, I was watching it back for something else because of the copyright stuff, and I was watching the very end when my outro played, and you'll see my outro finish, and then you'll see Megan go, Oh, that was fun. But I have my potato filter on. And you can see like the potato have a very awkward look on their face. And then they whisper. And they go, wait. It's just, it cracks me up so much because it's like me like sitting there awkwardly being like, I know it was fun, but shush. Stop
yeah.
it.
I said outro, and they thought I said asshole.
Yes. Oh, that's right. You did. You were complimenting me on my outro.
On your
on
outro.
The first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they thought you said asshole.
Right.
And I think it was Jersey that was like, you said asshole. I'm like, no, I didn't.
I know. Like, they're going to think I called them an asshole. I didn't.
So I'll go to that next, and then we'll wrap it up here. Okay.
And I'm staying quiet for a little while after the outro. All right. That was fun.
Wait. It cracks me up. Did you see my face? I'm like, watch the potato's face. My face. They like lean forward.
All right. That was fun.
Wait. Because I knew we were still live, and so I'm telling her, wait, stop, don't talk.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh man, it cracked me up so hard earlier when I was going through my analytics and I was trying to take care of some background stuff, and all of a sudden I see Meg go, all right, well that was fun. I hear the potato go, wait. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up with that. Thanks you all for coming and have a good time. Oh my God, I almost forgot.
Yeah,
Monday,
your announcement.
Monday, we have a new series starting and nobody knows about it because even though Megan tried, I did not tell her.
Nope, she didn't.
We are going to be doing Mystery Mondays.
Yay!
AKA, on the Pickle channel, it will be called Cornishon Conundrums because Cornishon is a fancy way of saying gherkin, a form of pickle. And it's also called a form of pickle. And conundrum for mysteries. So, what we're going to do is we're going to cover the Murdaugh murders. And there's a podcast by Mandy Matney. And so on Monday, I will be covering the first 2 episodes of that podcast. I'm going to link in the description, and I'm also going to put it in the chat so that you guys can, over the weekend, listen to the first 2 episodes. And then on Monday, we will react and discuss those first 2 episodes. It's a crazy story from what I've heard. I've read stuff about it. I'm super pumped about it. But this will be the start of that series, and I felt like starting it off with this particular murder podcast would be a good one. But basically, it's Mandy Matney, the one that does the podcast. She's an investigative journalist who's been covering the powerful Murdaugh family. They're from South Carolina. The murders were in 2019, where it was an alcohol-fueled boat crash that killed 19-year-old Mallory Beach. There was double homicide of Paul and Maggie Murdaugh, and the alleged assisted suicide of Alex Murdaugh. and it was a tragic situation. There are 7 active criminal investigations surrounding the Murdaugh family, centered around unsolved deaths, insurance fraud, and drugs. So, I mean, it sounds pretty crazy. I've heard a lot about it. I'm very excited. I will be learning, listening, and reading and reacting with y'all. So, Monday, we'll start Mystery Mondays. I'm going to link that podcast in chat right now. There's many different ways to listen to the podcast. It is free. So, just...
Oh, I can't wait to listen.
I think it'll be a fun way to get you all excited and moving forward with some other fun stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna do some murder mysteries. I am pulling evidence for the Stephen Avery case for the first mock trial and forming that panel. So that's on the docket as well. And then, of course, next Friday, we'll have Dumb Dills and Drinks number 3. And otherwise, I'll see y'all on Monday. Episodes 1 and 2 is what I'm going to cover on Monday. So, and I'll remind y'all on Twitter. And for Mrs. Cassandra's sake, I will do my best to remember IG. One of my moderators want to remind me of that because I might forget.
Yes, I'll remind you.
Yeah. So, anyways, thank you all for coming. I hope you have a great night and a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.
Bye, y'all.